There was a time when I lived like most people do. I'd wake up, go about my day, and complain about my circumstances, the weather, other people, how unfair life seemed. It always felt like everything was decided for me. Some people were successful because they were lucky, some had connections, and others just happened to be born into a better life. And me? Well, I just thought things didn't work out. But one day, I heard a sentence that completely changed how I saw the world. You can't always change your circumstances, but you can change your mindset, and your mindset will change your life. At first, I brushed it off. Mindset? Really? How could a few thoughts make any difference? But soon, I started noticing a pattern. Every single day, I thought the same way, and every single day, I got the same results. I complained, and life gave me more reasons to complain. I doubted myself, and of course I didn't take action. I was afraid, and so I stayed stuck, and then it hit me. Everything starts in your mind. Everything you see around you is a reflection of what's inside. So I decided to experiment. Instead of saying I can't, I started asking, what if I try? Instead of saying it won't work, I asked, how can I make it work? And you know what happened? The world started responding differently. Opportunities appeared that I had never noticed before. People became more open, more supportive. And most importantly, I became calmer, stronger, more confident. I realized that mindset isn't just about thoughts in your head. It's a filter through which you see life. If your filter is dirty, you see only problems. But if it's clear, you start noticing paths, solutions, and chances. Your thoughts shape your perception shapes your actions, and your actions shape your reality. Negative thinking is like a prison without walls. You're free, but you don't let yourself out. Only when you decide to think differently do you finally turn the key in the lock. Of course, it doesn't happen overnight. There are days when you don't feel like doing anything, when you want to give up, when those old voices in your head whisper, "Why bother?" You'll fail anyway. But in those exact moments, you have to remember, you are not your thoughts. You can change them. You can decide where to place your focus, on fear or on opportunity, on problems or on progress. Since then, I've tried to think not like a victim, but like a creator. If something doesn't work out, I ask what it's trying to teach me. If life knocks me down, I assume it's preparing me for something greater. I stopped waiting for the perfect moment because I finally understood. The perfect moment is now. Right now, you can start thinking differently, acting differently, living differently. Life doesn't change when you wait for better circumstances. It changes when you become a better version of yourself. Every thought you have is a brick that builds your reality. You can use those bricks to build walls or to build bridges. The choice is always yours. Today, if I could talk to my past self, I'd say one thing. Stop waiting for the world to change. Change how you see it, and the whole world will transform before your eyes. This mindset truly changed my life. And if you're listening to these words right now, that means something inside you is ready to change too. Ready to believe that it all begins not tomorrow, not someday, but right now. Believe me, everything begins the moment you decide to think differently. That's the moment your new life truly starts. Why you still haven't become successful. How many times have you asked yourself that question? Why haven't I become successful yet? Why do some people move forward, achieve things, build lives, and I, who am not stupid, not lazy, not talentless, seem to be standing still? You know how it goes. You wake up in the morning, full of energy, full of plans. You tell yourself, today's the day I start. And then the day passes, then a week, then a year. And again you look around. The people who once stood beside you are now far ahead. And something burns inside you. Anger, envy, resentment toward yourself, toward the world, toward unfairness. But deep down, there's something stronger than all of that. A voice. It whispers, you can do it. Just stop lying to yourself. You didn't fail because you had no chance. You failed because you waited too long. For the right moment. For perfect conditions. For the mood to strike. You kept postponing. You said, tomorrow, after the holidays, when things calm down. But you know what? Later doesn't exist. There's only now. Because tomorrow isn't guaranteed. Because opportunities don't wait for you to be ready. The world moves, and if you're standing still, you're already falling behind. You often complain you don't have time, but time is the one thing everyone gets equally. 24 hours a day. You, the billionaire, the artist, the person saving lives right now. The question isn't how much time you have. It's what you do with it. You could have been learning, trying, failing, improving. Instead, you chose comfort. You chose the easy road, the series instead of study, the phone instead of the notebook, the couch instead of effort. Because growth hurts. And you wanted comfort. But success isn't about comfort. It's about sacrifice. It's about that daily inner dialogue. I'm tired, but I'll keep going. I'm scared, but I'll try. I'm uncertain, but I'll take the step anyway. You didn't become successful because you cared too much about what others thought. You were terrified of being judged, of failing publicly, of hearing someone laugh. You wanted approval. You wanted everyone to say, yes, he's doing the right thing. But success doesn't come from approval. It comes from action. From your choices, your mistakes, your persistence. Failure isn't shameful. It's proof that you tried. But inaction, that's what's truly shameful. Every day you do nothing, you lose a small part of yourself. Look around. The world is full of people who started from zero. No connections, no money, no help. But they moved forward, not because they knew it would work, but because they knew that doing nothing was worse. They fell. They stood up. They learned. And that's why they're where you wish you were. And you. You're still waiting for motivation, for inspiration, for someone to push you. But inspiration is a myth. It comes to those who are already in motion. So move. Take one small action. Not for results, for momentum. You didn't become successful because you feared change. You clung to your comfort zone, even when it became unbearable. You stayed in the job you hate. You tolerated people who drain you. Because familiar feels safe. But safety kills. Slowly, quietly, completely. You were afraid to risk, and you lost years. And one day you woke up and realized you're no longer young, not full of energy, not sure of yourself anymore. You burned out without ever truly burning bright. But here's the truth. You can still do it. You're still alive. And that means it's not too late. You can change everything. Not tomorrow, not someday, but today. You can turn off your phone and write the first plan. You can step outside and do the thing that scares you. You can stop making excuses and tell yourself, enough. This is my moment. The secret of success isn't talent. It's not luck. It's not genius. It's consistency. Every day, one step. You fall, you rise. You fail, you try again. Nobody believes in you. You go alone. You keep moving until it works. And one morning, you'll wake up and realize you've changed. You've become someone who doesn't quit. You haven't become successful yet. And that word, yet, is everything. It means the door is still open. It means it's still possible. You haven't lost. You've just paused halfway. And the victory, it's still ahead. Keep going. Keep moving when you don't believe, when it hurts, when it seems pointless. Because success isn't a moment, it's a journey. And if you're still walking, still fighting, you're already successful. Now lift your head, look at your hands. They hold a strength you've forgotten. Look in the mirror. You're not a failure. You're just a person who's been afraid for too long. But fear isn't a sentence. It's fuel. Use it. Let it move you. Let every pain, every mistake, every doubt become a step upward. And years from now, when you look back, you'll see it didn't matter how many times you fell. What mattered is that you once said to yourself, enough. From today, I live for real. Everyone wants to change their life. Everyone wants to achieve more, become stronger, more confident, more successful. But here's the truth. Most people never move past the starting line. Why? Because they're waiting for motivation. They wait for the perfect moment, the right mood, the spark that will make them act. But that moment never really comes. And even if it does, it disappears just as fast. Because motivation is a spark, bright but short-lived. True strength doesn't come from motivation. It comes from self-discipline. Self-discipline is the ability to do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's that inner steel that keeps you moving forward when it's hard, when you're tired, when you're scared. Discipline isn't a prison. It's freedom. The freedom to control your actions, your time, your life. See, as long as your actions depend on your emotions, you're not free. Moods change. Days go wrong. Circumstances turn against you. But when you're disciplined, none of that stops you. Because you've already decided who you are and where you're going. Discipline is the habit of keeping promises to yourself. Every time you do what you said you'd do, you build trust in yourself. And every time you break that promise, you weaken it. That's why self-discipline isn't just a success tool. It's the foundation of confidence. It's what turns dreams into reality. Start small. Most people fail because they try to change everything overnight. Wake up at 5 a.m., go to the gym every day, read a book a week, quit bad habits all at once. But it doesn't work that way. Discipline is built gradually, one small win at a time. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Do a quick workout. Read 10 pages. Keep one simple promise to yourself and do it every single day. Those small victories may seem insignificant, but they're what build your strength. They shape your character. Yes, it will be hard. There will be days when you want to quit, when nothing seems to go right. But that's exactly when your power grows. Every time you choose action over excuses, you're training your mind to be stronger. People think discipline means being harsh or punishing yourself. But in truth, discipline is respect. Respect for your goals, your time, and your future. It's the way you tell yourself, I'm worth the effort. I'm capable of more, and I will prove it. You can watch all the motivational videos in the world, read every book, listen to every speech, but nothing will change until you start acting. Discipline isn't about words, it's about action. Every single day, even when no one's watching, even when no one believes in you. And yes, you'll slip up. You'll miss days, you'll fall behind. That's okay. The point isn't to be perfect, it's to be consistent. Every time you get back up and keep going, you move forward. Every comeback makes you stronger. Look around you. The world belongs to those who can keep their word to themselves. The ones who act instead of talking. The ones who don't wait for perfect conditions, because they know there never will be any. There will always be obstacles, exhaustion, people doubting you. But if you're disciplined, none of that matters. You just keep going. Self-discipline is your armor. It protects you from laziness, procrastination, and fear. It makes you resilient. You stop depending on external things, because everything you need is already inside you. Think about what you truly want. Who do you want to be a year from now? 5 years from now? Now ask yourself honestly, if I keep living the way I do now, will I get there? If the answer is no, then it's time to change. Not tomorrow. Not next Monday. Now. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. One step, one action. One day where you do a little more than yesterday. That's how strength is built. That's how confidence grows. That's how success begins. Discipline is your personal revolution. It's your decision to stop being a victim of excuses and start taking responsibility for your life. And once you start acting, you'll feel the shift. You'll feel calmer, sharper, more focused. You'll stop wasting time. You'll start winning. One day you'll look back and realize it all began the moment you said to yourself, enough waiting. It's time to act. So stop searching for the perfect moment. Stop postponing your life. It won't magically start on its own. Start now. Take the first step, even a small one, because a small step today is worth more than 1,000 plans for tomorrow. The path to your goal doesn't begin someday. It begins right now, with your decision to move. And if you can stay true to yourself, if you can build real self-discipline, then nothing in the world can stop you. Self-discipline isn't limitation, it's strength, it's freedom. Take it and start. Every person has wondered at least once what it really means to be successful. For some, it's wealth, recognition, and status. For others, it's doing what they love, living in harmony with themselves, and feeling free. But no matter how you define success, the path to it always begins with one simple step: realizing that you are responsible for your own life. As long as you wait for circumstances to change on their own, nothing will happen. True transformation begins the moment you decide that you will no longer accept things as they are. The first thing to understand is that success is not luck or a gift from fate. It is the result of persistence, self-development, and consistent action, even when you feel tired or uninspired. The world is full of stories about people who achieved great things not because of favorable circumstances, but despite them. They simply refused to give up. Small, repeated steps eventually create a powerful effect that becomes visible over time. Failures are inevitable, but they shape your character. A mistake is not a defeat. It's a lesson, a signal that something needs to be adjusted before you move forward again. The second essential component of success is personal responsibility. As long as you blame others, your parents, the government, your boss, your partner, you're giving away control over your own life. Responsibility is not a burden, it's freedom. The moment you understand that everything depends on you, you gain strength. When you realize that you can influence your own destiny, you naturally begin to act. Every choice you make, every decision, becomes a brick in the foundation of your future. The next step is to find your purpose and meaning. Many people work tirelessly, yet never feel fulfilled because they're not walking their own path. Success is impossible without understanding what you truly live for. Ask yourself, what brings me joy? What would I keep doing even without immediate reward? What legacy do I want to leave behind? The answers may not come right away, but the very process of searching for them sets you in motion. When your actions have meaning, even difficulties feel different. Not as obstacles, but as challenges that help you grow stronger. The fourth key to success is discipline. Many people begin their journey with enthusiasm, only to quit when motivation fades. Motivation is temporary, but discipline is lasting. It's built through habits, waking up on time, planning your day, keeping promises to yourself even when it's hard. Each time you overcome inner resistance, you strengthen your character. Eventually, discipline becomes part of who you are, and success becomes an inevitable outcome. Your environment also plays a huge role. We subconsciously adopt the attitudes and behaviors of those around us. If you spend time with people who constantly complain or make excuses, you'll start to think the same way. But when you surround yourself with those who grow, inspire, and pursue goals, your own life begins to transform as well. You don't have to change your entire circle overnight. Just be selective. Listen to those who have already achieved what you're striving for. And don't forget about your inner state. Success is impossible without self-belief. Confidence doesn't mean arrogance. It's a quiet certainty that says, I can. Even when everything seems against you, hold on to that feeling. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Confidence grows from experience, from small victories over fear and doubt. Each time you push past your limits, your belief in yourself becomes stronger. Finally, remember that success is not a destination, it's a process. It's not a medal, a job title, or a number in your bank account. It's the ability to be grateful for what you have while still striving for more. True success is a balance between achievement and peace of mind, between taking action and staying aware of who you are. You can change your life at any moment. It doesn't matter where you start, from zero, from failure, or from the middle of the road. What matters is that you start. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because it doesn't exist. Every day you spend standing still is a lost opportunity. Take a small step today. Read a book. Make a decision. Start a conversation. Go to the gym. Launch an idea. What matters most is movement. Success is not the privilege of the chosen few. It's the natural result of persistence, awareness, and faith in yourself. When you take responsibility for your life, act with discipline, and never stop learning, change becomes inevitable. Everything you need is already inside you. You just have to believe it and take the first step. From that moment on, the true story of your success begins.